Okay, so what happens if you find a song that has a chord that you don't know, or someone's like, hey Josh, can you play me a B? And you're like, I don't know how to play B, you know, that's not one of the chords that I learned. That's where bar chords come in. To explain what a bar chord is, I'm going to use something called a capo. If you've never seen one of these, a capo is a little tool that's used to kind of hold down the strings for you. Like I'm going to put mine on the 2nd fret. So right now, notice how all the strings in the 2nd fret are being held down for me. And now once I have the capo on there, pretend that this whole top of the ukulele doesn't exist anymore. Like now the ukulele, the top of the ukulele is here. So really the 3rd fret now is over here. So you can use all the same shapes that you already know, like C, G, F, and it's just going to sound a little higher pitched. And really, that's not a C, G, and F I'm playing. In reality, since the capo's in the 2nd fret, we're 2 half steps up. So really the C is a D, that G is an A, because we're going C, C sharp, D, G, G sharp, A, and the F becomes a G, because we're going F, F sharp, G, etc. By the way, a quick side note, if you've never taken any music classes before, you know, you've never learned any other instruments, there's no E sharp, and there's no B sharp. B goes straight to C, and E goes straight to F. There's no half step in the middle there. Okay, but back to bar chords. So a bar chord is basically when you use your index finger as a capo. So now I took the capo off. I'm going to put my index finger on that 2nd fret. I'm going to use those same shapes that I've been learning, like all those open chords like the F and the A, and you're going to use these 3 fingers to play them because your index finger is busy barring all the strings. For example, like I can play an A there, which actually, because I'm on the 2nd fret, that A becomes the B. So like let's take an A over here, for example. I'll show you. Here's an A chord. Move that 1 step up and then put your bar there, you know, bar all the strings. Now it's an A sharp. Now it's a B. And so on and so on. So I hope that kind of explains how bar chords work. I know sometimes it can be challenging to hold all the strings down with 1 finger. If you have trouble with that, I know different people, you know, have different shaped fingers and they have to do it a little bit differently sometimes. Like I've seen some people, they kind of put their finger on there and kind of roll their finger a little bit sideways. Or sometimes people have to put their finger a little bit higher up or a little lower. Just keep trying it until you find what's comfortable for you. Just make sure that all the strings are ringing out nice and clear. Okay, so let's go over some of the really common bar chords that you're going to see when you're playing ukulele. Okay, probably the most common one here is going to be what I call an A-shaped bar chord. I call it A-shaped because it uses the A shape that we learned back when we were learning open chords. So that's 1st fret of the C string and the 2nd fret of the G string. And what you're going to do is just kind of take that shape, move it up, and bar. And you could take that and move it anywhere. You know, that chord will work all over the ukulele. And if you're not sure, you know, what chord you're playing, sort of count the letters up as you go. So like that's an A. You're going 1 half step up, so that's A sharp. That's a B. There's no B sharp, so that's just C, C sharp, D, D sharp, etc., etc. And now we're going to learn an A minor bar chord. So just play your A minor there, 2nd fret of the G string. And really you want to use your ring finger there. It's going to be a little more comfortable. And now move up 1 fret and bar the whole 1st fret there. And this whole area in between is going to be, you're not going to be touching anything. So that's an A minor, A sharp minor, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, etc. And notice how easy it is to switch between those 2. Just get rid of the middle finger there and you have a minor. Okay, so next we have a D shape and a D minor shape bar chord. So remember the D that we learned earlier, which is the 2nd fret of the G, C, and E strings there. Try to hold those all with your ring finger there. Remember, use your thumb to provide support in the back, and you're kind of pinching the ukulele. now go ahead and move that finger up 1 fret to the 3rd fret there, and then bar the 1st fret. Actually, with this one, you don't even need to bar all the strings. You could just keep your index finger down there. And with this chord, a lot of people have trouble sounding that last string. You want to make sure that you're putting a lot of pressure right on this area of your finger, just so that you're not accidentally muting that string. You want to be able to hear it. Or if that's absolutely impossible for you, you can also put these 3 fingers each on the same fret there. And then what you can kind of do is sort of angle your hand downwards so you can't hear this bottom string, and you can move that all over the neck. But really, you should try learning to play it like this. Okay, in your D minor shaped bar chord, let's play a D minor, so that's the 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the C string there, and the 1st fret of your E string. Except remember, we want to keep this finger free, so we're going to play with our other fingers. And you want to just, move that up 1 fret and put your index finger down there. You actually don't have to bar the entire fret, because all we need is this A string again. So that's your D minor shaped bar chord. Okay, next up is the F shaped bar chord and the F sharp minor shaped bar chord. So let's take the F chord that we learned earlier. Remember that shape, it's the 1st fret of the E string and the 2nd fret of the G string. And remember, you don't want to use your index finger because that's going to be doing the barring. And just move that up, put the finger down, and you have your F-shaped bar chord. And now your F-sharp minor bar chord, just make your F-sharp minor shape up there, which is 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the E string, and then 1st fret of the C string. And move that up and put your index finger on the A string there, right next to that shape. This is another one that you don't actually have to bar all the strings, because really all you need is your finger on that 1 string. Okay, so now you know your open chords, basic strumming, chucking, your bar chords. Really, that's all the basic stuff that you're going to want to know for now, just to get yourself started. Go ahead and, practice your chords, your strumming, get it so it's just second nature, and go ahead and try to listen to some songs and learn them, or, look up some chords to songs that you want to learn. If you have any questions or, want me to elaborate on anything, you can write me a comment, do a video response. If I get enough feedback, I might even make another video on a certain topic if people want. Okay, peace guys, have fun playing.